So today we are going to start the you can say Selenium. So I will only provide you the basic setup part today because I was planning that I will try to cover 1 hour for that, but we have already covered half hour. So we have only half hour because we have to bind up at 11. Okay. So I will give you the some setup part here, and then I will suggest you few videos so that when I will start proper topic on next week, you will be ready with some basic concept. Okay, so here the important thing is that first of all understand that I suppose take the example, I want to write the automation code. So let me create a new class here. Let me say class, class, or let me do one thing. Okay, let me do create a class here. New class, I'm giving Selenium. AUT means Selenium automation. Okay, now tell me one thing. What is the first step whenever you are going to do the manual testing? Tell me, what is the first step you are going to do in your company to start the manual testing? You open a browser, yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I will show the important thing people so understand from the automation perspective is that whenever they think about the automation, they thought automation is a magic and there is no relation with the manual testing. No, without manual testing you cannot imagine the automation. Automation is only the thing is that whatever steps is written in the manual steps, manual thing, you have to convert or you have to write a code for each step. Are you getting my point? Manual, if the manual is not there, how you can write the automation? You know that what is the first step of the manual testing? Step one is that open desired browser. Why I'm saying that desired browser? Maybe your client has given the information that this application is mainly accessed on Internet Explorer, Chrome browser, or Firefox. So what is the first step you're testing manual testing? Open desired browser. Yes or no?
Yes.
So now,
Yes.
now it means we have to convert this step into the automation code. And for that purpose, you have two options. Write the code from the scratch. Write the code from the scratch. Second thing is that check in the internet. Anybody have already created any class which contains the functions to open the browser? Are you getting my point? What is the one approach? Write your function from scratch. That is very tough, right? Second thing is that if anybody has already created a class which contains the function to fulfill the requirement to open the browser, you can use that class. Yes or no? Are you
Yes.
getting my point? So in the second scenario, actually, I can tell you the name of the class is actually Chrome driver. So I will write Chrome driver and control space. Are you getting any suggestions here?
No.
Reason is that
No.
here you have to understand that the classes which is used to open different type of browser, actually that is not by default available in my Java library. Okay, till now we was creating the Java, we was creating our own classes, and we were using the classes that is by default available in the Java library. This one you can say this is Java library jar here. So now the question is that Pradeep, you are saying that I need to use this class, but this class is not available in my, you can say, in my Java library. So how will get it? Actually, this is, we can use it from the third party, means not the Java community, some other community. Like you are a developer, you are working in a company, some community, or you can say some company has created a project in which they have designed few classes which contains function to interact with the browser. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Yes.
And the name of that community is, you can say, that is Selenium dev. So you can go to the official website of that you can say that community,
Mm,
that is called Selenium dev. So Selenium dev is nothing, it is a platform which is used to access all the resources which is needed to make a web application automation using the Selenium, using the Selenium. When you go to the Selenium, here the important thing is that Selenium is used to automate the web application. And now the beautiful part of the Selenium is that if you are comfortable on C sharp, you can use their classes, or you can say library in the C sharp and start using it. You can use Ruby, you can use Java, you can use Python, you can
exactly.
use JavaScript, anything you can. That's why Selenium is very much popular. Okay. Now, the thing is that because we know that Java is mostly used in the market, 80%, 70 to 80% jobs come into the combination of Java Selenium. So we can start with the Java. If you want, you can start with the Python, anything you can use it. So if you want that one, you will simply go to the, you can say, this part, and here it is written stable 4.17 under Java. Click on that. So what it will do, let me tell you, it will actually download a jar. It will download a jar, and trust me, jar is nothing. Somebody has created a Java project like you have created. Are you getting my point? You have created a Java project. Suppose take the example 36 automation. You have created it, and what you are able to see in your project, you have few packages which contains few classes. Yes or no? You are able to
Yes.
see in your project you have few packages which few classes. You have just segregated the class in different packets so that you can decide the access level, everything. Same way your Selenium community has actually created a Java project. So you can say that people call it library because you are using that project in your own current project. Otherwise, let me show you very interesting thing. I downloaded it. Let me go to that part. Okay. Full download history. It is not completed till now. Just do it fast. Just do it fast. Do it fast. Do it fast. Do it fast. Why it is not? Why it is taking time? Open, 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 open. Quickly open. So. Just do it. Just do it quickly, boss. Quickly. Let me open. Why it is taking time? It is about. So let me go to the download. Yeah, it is completed. So you can say that I can show from here. Now you have to make a double click and extract here. So I will say extract. Now extract it here. So it is extracting. So because they have provided the jar in the form of zip, right? So you have to extract it. Now I will show you very beautiful thing here. Okay. Now extract it, now extract it, now extract it. So now you can say this is your folder. What you are able to see in the folder, you are able to see a few jars here. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So actually, I will show you very interesting thing. This jar is nothing. What you can do, the full form of jar is called Java archive. So what happens that, suppose take the example, you want to provide this project to someone. You want to provide this project to someone. So you can make a jar. You can make a jar means you can say Java archive means you can compress this whole project into a simple, you can say file that is called jar. And what will be done in the jar? If you extract the jar, you will see the packages and the classes that I will show in my this you can say Selenium Java also. You want to see it, for that purpose just do one thing. First of all, let me do one thing, because we are doing this session on the latest version. Before that, we have covered the batch on, you can say, 4.16 version. So whenever I start any new Selenium, I have created a folder where I use this one. So here you can say that I have already covered previous batch on 4.16. Now I'm using 4.17. So I just put my folder here. This is the location. And now how I can include this project, these jars in my project, current project. Right click on your project, go to the build path, go to the configure build path, and now go to the add external jars. And here you have to go to the location in the Pradeep jar. This was my folder. This was, yes or no? So click it, select everything, just unselect the lib. So now click on open. Okay, now click on open. One again, now click on, you can say that, add external jars, and now go to the lib one, control A, select everything, and now click on open. Now simply click on apply and close. You will see one thing. Now once this part will be completed, you will able to see one more here library that will called reference library. Are you able to see a new option is there, reference library?
Yes.
So now you can say, like in the default Java library, you are able to see these jars in the reference library. Whatever jars we have now added, that will be visible here. And now just see and try to try to expand any jar and tell me what you are able to see. Are you able to see the packages? Are you able to see the packages? And these
Yes.
packages contains the classes. So actually, in simple words, again I can tell you, whenever somebody told you what is the jars, jar is nothing. Somebody has created their some own Java project, and they have defined some you can say packages, their classes, so that you can use them. Like I have given the example of calculator. If you have created a calculator project, you have created different classes. Now you can convert your project into the jar and make it available on the internet. Like I downloaded Selenium, anybody can download your jars. You have attached it, and now just see that. Are you able to use that classes now? Chrome Chrome. Okay, Chrome. Okay, let me, it is taking time. Are you able to see now Chrome driver option is available?
Yes.
Because we
Yes.
have added the jars, and that jars contains the classes which I needed. So it means if you want to the Selenium is nothing. Selenium is a project which is created in the Java in the different languages, but we download the Selenium project as a Java project and attach in my project in the build path. Is it okay? Is it okay? Now, if
Yes.
you, yeah, if you want to open the, suppose take the example Edge browser. The name of the class is Edge, and it is available here. How you open it? Simply you have to create an object of Edge driver. The question is that when we create the object of any EDGE, how it can open the browser. So here I want to tell you what is the simple thing. Here you are, whenever you are creating the object, you are calling a constructor. This is a constructor, yes or no?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
to
Yes.
actually to open the browser, the code to open the browser is itself written in a special function of a class that is called constructor. Let me right click and say run and see that my Edge browser is opening or not. Let me proceed and see that my Edge is opening or not. Edge browser is opened.
Yes.
If we
Yes.
want to open, suppose take the example Firefox, you have to use create the object of Firefox driver and see that when I run this code, it will open the Firefox.
Sir, I have one query.
Yeah,
No need to download browser, Chrome browser and as a
no,
Firefox browser, this
no,
version,
no, actually you
because
can say,
I am
yeah.
because right now in my system I am using 3.141.59 Selenium jar.
Actually the thing is, that's why I'm telling you, if you go with the latest version of the
Okay.
Selenium, what is happening that in the previous version, whenever you open any browser, I will give the
Hmm.
example, like still there is a problem in my system that is specific to me. For example, here you can see that if we want to open the Chrome browser, what code you are expecting, you will write this one, right? If you
Okay.
run this code, if you run this code on your system, it will
Hmm.
run 100%. I can bet on that. But in my system, you can say that it will not run. Actually, I will tell you the logic, what is happening in the latest version. Actually, what is happening in the latest version, whenever you run it, whenever you
Hmm.
could run this code, actually just see that what
Hmm.
is happening. When you could run it, actually what it tried to do, let me go to that part, and very interesting part I'm going to show you today. Windows D. Now tell me one thing. If I make a double click on this icon, what will open? Let me show. If I will double click on this icon, tell me what will open.
Chrome.
Google
Chrome.
Okay,
Chrome
tell me,
browser.
is it possible that I make a double click on this Google Chrome and it open a Firefox? Is it possible?
No.
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 Yes, possible.
Is it possible? It is possible, but how? And that you have to understand, and then you will understand that how Selenium works. Actually, what is happening, whenever you are clicking double click on this icon is just like a picture. You can create your own picture here. Are you getting my point? But the question is that when you make a double click on it, why it opens the Google Chrome? The question is that, the answer is that, sorry, go to the properties file and you are able to see that in this property there is a target. And can you tell me, in the target section, they have given a path of the exe file. Let me copy it here and go to
Okay.
the notepad. Okay, why it is not opening? I have given the wrong spelling of notepad. Oh, yes. Notepad. Tell me, are you able to see it is nothing? It is a path of a chrome.exe. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So that's why. And I can tell you very funny thing. Just simply do one thing. Go and change this path. Go and change this path to the notepad.exe, and it is a magic. When you double click on this icon, it will open notepad. Are
Notepad.
you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
actually this icon is just like a medium, so that you, because you are, suppose take the example, your parents are a non-technical guy, okay, they want to run a Chrome browser. What you are going to say them, just go to this path and run this exe file? No, they simply understand the icons, yes or no, right? So simply, so whenever you are clicking on an icon behind the scene which runs this exe file, yes or no, getting my point?
Yes.
So now the thing is that this is my code. This is my Selenium code. This is a Java code. Java code do not interact with the UI. Actually, this is the, I will tell you, I will prove it. Actually, Selenium code is not interacting with the UI. It is interacting, a code can interact with the code only. Yes or no? Tell me one thing. Java can imagine that you are very beautiful, you have a very
No.
good, no, Java,
No.
a code can interact with the code. It means whenever this code is running, actually it is doing nothing, it is trying to find the exe path and running it. Getting my point?
Yes.
So actually what happens that in the latest version of Selenium, they have provided this thing. When you run this code, it automatically find the latest exe file and run it. Getting my point? Are you getting my point? But you can see that the Chrome software should be downloaded on your machine, right? If the software is not downloaded, how it will be able to run it? Yes or no? So what this code is doing, it is automatically find the exe file and run on your system. That's why when I run the Edge, it find the Edge. When it run the Firefox, it find the Firefox file. Let me show you that. You can check any icon. It contains the, you can see exe file. Let me go to the, if I have an icon of Firefox on my system, or not, take the example of Firefox. You can take the example of anyone. Let me right click on Postman. Right click on Postman icon. What you are able to see, tell me, what is the path in the target?
Postman.exe.
exe.
So this exe file is a software, this icon is just like a mediator for that. So actually whenever this code runs, it try to find out the exe file automatically, and that is the facility in the latest version, right? But now the thing is that in my case, only the thing is that in my system there is something corrupt on my system. That's why it is not able to pick the right compatible version. Are you able to see that?
Yes.
So that is my system specific problem. Okay, otherwise you can try it your end. Just download the Selenium jars, write this code, 100% browser will open without any challenge. But now in my case, what we have to do, we have to go to the you can say old strategy, where I have to tell my system that where is my exe file. Are you getting my point? So that was the old concept, system.set property. Here you have to give something like that. What you will say that you have to give the path of the exe file, and how you get it, web driver. Okay, instead of writing this code, let me show you. I have already written this code in the 35th. So why should go and again show you? Write it again. Let me show you. Main. Are you able to see I'm writing this code here? Yes or
Yes.
no? This code I need.
Webdriver.com
Yes,
driver.
I need to set this property, but trust me, in your case, you don't need to write this code. Why? Because it will automatically deduct it. And this is 119 version, and that is, I told you, that is the old one. So it is expecting 121. So I've already downloaded the exe file for that from the internet. Let me go. Where is the drivers? Are you able to see? Okay, 19. I have to go to the 19 latest. Okay, let me run it. In this case, it should run it. Okay, otherwise I have to download the version for the 121. Let me run it. Let me run it. Okay, you can say that it is trying to run, but it's still not able. So let me do one thing. Now the question is that if this type of problems comes into the picture, what you will do? You simply go to the download part of the Selenium. Okay, you don't need to go anywhere. Everything is provided here. Go to the download section, and now come down, come down, come down, come down, come down, come down, come down. Okay, now go to the browser section. Now click on Chrome, click on documentation. Here you will see that all the versions, all the latest version will also be available. So see that the older version is there and the latest version. You can view the current implementation start. No. The older release, can we click on this download? Okay, now you can say that it is given 114. Okay, 100. Okay, but I'm using 121. Let me check my browser version. This one. Okay, now help about Google Chrome. What is my version? 121, right? So I need 121. Okay, so okay. Let me again go back. There should be icon. They have changed little bit UI. Where they are giving. You can view the current status of Paradise standard here. Let me check. They are providing the standard. They have changed the link. No worries, no worries. They should provide the latest version exe file also. Current documentation, Chrome, getting started with Chrome documentation. No. Where they have given the link? Chrome driver. Let me see.
Can't we do it with the Maven project and
Yeah.
add the
Actually,
dependencies?
that is not exe file. Not we can do with the help of for that we use jars. Actually, that is used for the jar concept, not on the exe file.
Pradeep,
Okay.
you click on the hello. Pradeep, you click on the Chrome for testing available dashboard. Yes.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right, 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 right. They have changed the link. Okay, here you can see that stable version is this one. You can go to here and now you can do one thing. You have this one. Here you can say this is the Chrome. Now go to your browser section. Okay, so for Windows and 3264, this is the Windows 64. Let me simply go this one, copy it in this location here. I can paste it. It will download this exe file. Okay, it is downloading. Downloading. Yeah, downloading. Let me go to this part. Okay, they have changed this one. So now let me extract it. Okay, now let me do one thing. This is my this one. So I will do one thing. Let me these two copy from here. And now I will go to the my driver folder and will create a folder. But I'm telling you, whatever I'm doing it, that is not worth for you, right? Because in your case, you will not get this type of problem. Are you getting my point? That is the only benefit of the latest version. And now the Chrome folder, it's eDrivers 121. eDrivers 121. So I've stored my exe file there and now let me run it. Okay, I'm sure that it will work. It's working. Are you able to see it's working?
Yes.
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 But again, telling you, don't try this thing because this is the old feature. This is the limitation of the old Selenium, like Selenium 3. In the latest version, this code is enough. But if you are facing the problem, it means it is not able to find the exe file path. So you can do it with this step. Okay. Now, like I told you, if you want to open the Chrome browser, you are going to write this code. If you want to open the Edge, I have written the code. What? You are going to create an object of Edge. Yes or no? And if you want to
Yes.
open the Firefox, you are going to write this code. Now I told you, first step we have completed. Like whether you want to go with Chrome, you want to go with Edge, you want to Firefox, this is the first step, right? Now, the thing is that I told you, whenever you are going to create a reference of this one, what you will prefer? You will prefer the Chrome driver, or if the parent is exist, that will be more good. Tell me.
Yeah, and
Yeah, parent. Yesterday I told you, if you have a parent, the benefit is that same you can utilize for below one. Yes or no?
yeah.
Yes.
So that's why yesterday I told you, you can do it. If I'm going to run this code itself, it will work for you. Just see that. Okay. But the thing is that you want to make the flexibility. You should make the flexibility so that anybody can use it. So now simply close it. And now let me do one thing. I'm going to use the parent of every driver that is called web driver. Is it okay? So first step is completed. Yes or no?
Yes,
The
sir.
testing first step is completed. You
Yes.
open the desired
Right.
browser. What is the second step of your manual testing? Enter the URL. Enter the URL of application, whatever you are going to test. Suppose take the example now. It is a very common thing that a single tester is working on different project. Okay, companies want to what they want. They want to leverage more time of the, you can say, tester. Okay, assign him 2 3 project, doesn't matter that his life is going to be hell. Okay, so that's why whenever you first step is that open the browser, second you will check, okay, today I have to test the which application, enter application URL, yes or no. This is the second step of manual testing.
Yes, sir.
So now, like you have just given one thing, like with the help of code, you have opened the browser. So let me open browser manually. So we are opening manually. We have to open it automation. Now we have to enter some URL here. Same thing I told you. Whenever you want to enter some URL here, what is the process? Simply, this is the driver which is presenting the Chrome browser, and it contains a function .get.
Driver.jet.
And with the help of this function, actually what you don't need to do anything. This code is going to interact with this browser and enter the URL. Suppose take the example, I will give the URL of any application. I can do one thing, I can give the URL of itself Selenium dev. Okay, let me open this link with the help of this automation. Okay, now let me run it and see that 2 steps we have completed or not. Run as Java application. So what 2 step we have completed? It will open the Chrome browser and enter the Selenium dev URL. It has done, yes or no?
Yes.
So you can open anything. Like I will take the example of Amazon, because you guys are very rich. So you, every time you are going to shop on the Amazon, so anytime you can book a gift for me and just send to me. Okay. Okay, so I will do one thing. Let me copy this URL and come to here. Now instead of that, if we are going to put the URL of Amazon, definitely it is going to enter it. So now let me run it and see that it is opening the application of Amazon or not. Yeah, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. So it means my 2 code is working. That is another problem, that because whenever you are trying to log in with Amazon, okay, so because it is assuming that you can see the message here, Chrome is being controlled by automation test software. So if whenever any application is, you can say, accessed by you can say any tool, a few application have a quality, they find it and they make a restriction that try to make sure that you are a not a robot. Are you getting my point? Is it okay? Yeah.
Yes.
So now
Yes.
this is the thing. For your learning purpose, I have done a very good thing. And what is that? I have created my own website pages. I will share to you. Okay, so here I will give the example of my best page where I have tried to cover most of the things. I have created this, you can say, HTML pages individually. This is the HTML pages which I have not integrated on any application, but you can use this individual pages. How? Instead of this URL, you can give the location of my pages. Let me enter it. And now just see that this pages is also working or not, so that we can make our learning easy, because we don't need to depend on internet for that. It is opening, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now we have covered two, you can say 2 step. Third step is that is very important. Now you have to make sure what is your test steps. That is the actual thing. You have enter the URL. Okay, now you have to execute actual test cases. Suppose take the example, we want to execute a scenario. You have to enter some data in the first name field, yes or no? You have to enter data in the first name field, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it means not only this one, in the whole application, actually you are doing something. You are finding some elements. You can say these are the elements. First name, it is a text field. Something is radio button. Something is checkbox. Something is a link. Okay, something is list. Actually, everything which you are able to see on your this page, this is called web page. These are called web elements. Whatever component you are able to see on your page, that are called web elements. It can be checkbox, it can be radio button, it can be drop down. Are you getting my point? So actually what you are trying to do in their whole flow, whenever you want to make a action, whenever you want to make a flow, you have to find a particular element and then you have to perform an action on that, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
So it means manually what you are doing, you are identify the required element means web element. And web element, I told you, whatever you are able to see on your screen, on your page, that is called web element. Okay, so now the thing is that this is the third step. And now when you find the element on your screen, the fourth step is that perform action on that. Maybe you want to click on that element, you want to enter some data on that element, you want to select from the drop down, yes or no? Yes or no?
Uh,
And in this way, what we will do, you will keep on doing this practice for different elements to complete a flow. Like, let me show you. If we want to complete the flow of user registration, what you will do, find the first name, enter first name, find the middle name, enter middle name, find the last name field, enter last name, find the age field, enter age, and at last find the register button and click on that. So you have completed the flow. So in the whole flow, can you tell me that you are repeating these two steps to complete the flow? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So it
Yes.
means
Yes.
this is the one-time activity. This is the one-time activity, and you are performing this activity. Identify the element, perform action that, so that you can complete the flow. Once this will be completed at last, and that is the happy moment. And what is that? You want to go to the house because your time is completed. Before that, what you will do? Close the
Browser.
very good. And that is the happiest moment. We will close the browser and go back to him. Okay. So now the thing is that this is one-time activity. This is one-time activity. This is the ongoing activity till the your scenario is not completed. And this is the last activity to close the browser. So I will show you that this part, but let me complete one-time activity. Step one is one time. Every time it will do. This is one time and close browser. So how you can close the browser? Driver contains some function that is driver dot close,
Close.
and now it will close the browser. So now let me run it and see that it is working or not. So right click, run as Java application, proceed. Hit enter and you can see that close it. Is it okay? It was very quick. So you are able to see that it is closed. Now somebody say that people, it is not closed. I will make
Red
a
dot.
thread. I'm just making a code here. You are not aware about that. That is okay. But I want to make sure that you can see that, yeah, really browser was opened or not. Okay. So now here you can say whenever you are using the thread.sleep, it is giving you a, it is giving you an exception. What is the exception? It is saying that
No exception.
unhandled exception. So what is, yeah, it is an example of, tell me, it is example of checked exception or unchecked? It is example of checked exception, because your code is able to find out that you are trying to write a code, and the purpose of this code is to pause your automation. Now the error is saying that now due to some reason, if that thread.sleep is not able to pause your automation, it will throw the exception. Now you have to choose throws or surround. Okay, 99% people do not find any error, so that's why I'm choosing at throws. But the every time the best practice is surround with try catch. Okay, let me this one. Now let me do one thing. Now let me run it and see that you are able to see the open browser. Sometime it will open and then will close. It will wait for 2000 milliseconds. Now you can see browser is open and close. Now yes or no?
Yes.
Now
Sir,
it
this thread is the reference or what?
you can say again, whenever you are using anything, something like in the capture, it is a class. Now tell me, we have a class thread. Just click on that. Are you able to see thread.class?
Yes.
And now the question, I'm going to ask a question. In the class, we have a method sleep. Tell me, this method is a which type of method? Because we don't need to create an object. Tell me, that we have covered in the first session. Whenever you have a static method, you don't need
Stated.
to create a
Stated.
create object. You can call the static method by directly with the name of the class. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
And you
Yes.
can check it also. Thus, tell me, if you go, you can see here, you can call all the, are you able to see the green ball and our S is written?
Yes.
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 So now that's why I'm saying that if you are not revising the Java, how you understand? Thread is a class which contains a method, a static method, three sleep, and which contains and which accept a parameter in the millisecond. And what is the purpose of this method? To make a pause your automation. Means whenever you are writing this code here, when the control will come to here, your code will pause here for 2000 millisecond, and then we'll move to the next line. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Now, I will come to the step 3. And step 3, I will give the example. Suppose take the example. I will not cover the whole scenario, but I will try to cover a one step here. Suppose you want to enter some data in the first name. Tell me one thing. Your automation. Oh, first of all, let me talk about the manual thing. Tell me one thing. Can you tell me where the age field is in my UI? Where is the age field? Where is the age field in my UI?
Fourth row.
Fifth row.
Fifth row.
Fifth.
Tell me one thing. How you identify H field is there? You have
Cursor
find it
highlighted.
cursor highlighted, but who's seen the cursor highlighted? Your eyes, yes or no?
Yes.
Your eyes are trying to find out where is the first name field, middle name field. This is called manual thing, because you are trying to use your manual organs. You find how you can find it. Where is the upload image link? You are using your eyes to find out, yes or no?
Yes.
But tell me, a code don't have any eyes. So it means whenever I will try to find any element on this UI using my Java code don't have any eyes. So how it will identify? Simple thing. A code can interact with a code only. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So now the question is that it is an illusion that whatever you are able to see this beautiful UI, first name, middle name in front of you, if you are imagining this is a field, actually a code is written behind the scene, right? I can show you this whole page which is appearing in front of you in a beautiful way. Actually behind the scene, the code is written. How you can see that? Right click on this whole page, you will get option view page source. Are you able to see this whole code here?
Yes.
When this whole code is written in a file and saved as .html, when then then you can run this code on a browser and that is appearing something like that. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So it means when Selenium want to find this element, it will not find this element from UI. It will try to find out this element from this code, where the code is written to create this element. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
So now the challenge is that in this big page, this is very small page, but sometime you will see very big page. How you will find the code in this whole page? What is the code which is written to make this text field? So the simple way is that right click on that particular element and click on inspect. When you click on inspect, you will see that it right side, it will open a window and it will highlight the code which is responsible for this field. Are you able to see this one? Input style, this one. Are you able to see this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So actually you can see that this code is same like this one, but only the difference is that whenever you are make a right click on an element, it highlight that code. If you want to check, I can show you this code is available here. Control F, Control V. This is the field. If you want to check, just check it. This is the code where is input is written. Let me show you. Can you check me? Okay, let me not so much Ilja. Can you check? This code is same. Just check it. This code is said just like this one. Style, class, first name, name, F name, ID, F name. This is same or not?
Yes. Same.
Because reason is that this is the complete code of this page, and with the help of this functionality like right click on inspect, I highlighted that part in the whole page. This is the you can say concept that is called developer tools. Whenever you make a right click on inspect, or you can simply click a F12 key, it open right side a window that is called developers key. Now it means this is the code to this is code which is actually showing this field on your screen. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay, now it means whenever any code, it can be Java code, it can be any type of code, want to interact with this element, interact with this text field, they have only this type of code to interact, right? This is the information which is available to the on the page here. Now see that how this information can be utilized by the Selenium code. In the Selenium, if you want to find any element, there is a function that is called driver.find element. Okay, in the find element, you have to pass by dot. You have to pass by dot. Whenever you are saying that by dot, you are able to see that by dot means it contains few functions here. Are you able to see the 8 functions? Class name,
Yes.
Yes.
feature selector, ID. So actually Selenium says that I am providing you these function. You can use these functions to identify desired element on your screen. So here you can see that they have given some function. For example, there is a function that is called ID. Are you able to see the function ID?
Yes.
Okay, so here you can say this is using the ID here. So now if I'm going to use by.id, let me click on that. And what is that? You have to pass the ID of that element. Now tell me one thing. If you go to the code, are you able to see any ID element here?
Yes, fame,
Yeah.
F name.
And the
Fame.
what is the value of ID? F name.
F name.
So it means if you want to find this element, you have a function by.id. That ID value have to pass in this function. When you pass it, it will find the element. What is the return type of find element? Web element.
Uh,
So now I can store in a web element. Web element. Okay. Now web element, I'm giving a variable name so that identify this particular field. So can I say that first name field, F name field? Is it okay? I'm just giving a variable. Is it okay?
Yes.
yes.
So what this code will do, it means whenever you want to find any element using your Selenium, the code is driver.find element by dot. When you should use different type of function, that I will tell you. But currently we have by.id, and now you got the identify control. You got the control, you want to perform some action. Now this is the element, you have a function to perform action. Mainly two actions are performed, whether you want to click it or you want to enter some data. In my scenario, I need to click first name field or I need to enter some data.
Enter some
Enters the
data.
data.
Enter some
Whenever
data.
you want to enter some data, the function name is send keys. In
Send
the
keys.
send keys, whatever data you want to enter, you can enter it. So here I will write Lord Shiva. Okay.
Then dot send key.
Yeah. So now send keys Lord Shiva, enter it, and now you can say what it will do. It will open the browser, enter the URL. In my page, it will identify the element on which the ID value is F name,
F
and
name.
then on that field it will enter the data Lord Shiva.
Shiva.
Let me run it, and let me increase the time so that you can see it properly. 3000. Okay. Now let me run it. You are able to see Lord Shiva is entered.
Yes.
So I actually don't see on the console. This is some different error, connection reset. Okay. But that is not going to impact your code. So this is working fine. It means if you want to enter the data on the first name field, then middle name, we can do it. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, because we have promised that we are going to bind the session at 11 today, so we are going to bind it. And the thing is that next session I will show you this thing, like whenever you want to make a setup of Selenium, you don't need to create a normal Java project, because the thing is that whenever I told you that you want to you need to use any external jar, the process is very complex. What is that? First of all, you have to download the jar from the internet, right? Then what you are going to do, you make a right click on your project, then build path, then you set all the jars here. Yes or no? I will
Yes.
tell you a concept that you can get rid of this problem. You don't need to download any jar. In your automation project, you will simply make a setting, or you can say make a configuration, that I need this Selenium jar, this version. Automatically it will be downloaded from the internet and will be available in your project. That is a beautiful part. Yes or no? You will get rid of your manual part also. Yes or no?
Yes.
So in the next session, we will start with the Selenium, but we will start Selenium not on normal Java project. We will start on Maven project. Then I will tell you about other benefits of Maven. Is it okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So till the time, you can do one thing. You can go with the current process and you can see that you are able to do this thing or not. But the main thing is that please make sure before next session, your Java should be completed. Getting my point? Otherwise, in between the Selenium concept, you are going to ask me, Pradeep, what is a static variable? And trust me, I will become angry, because you have a 7 days or 5 days of time to revise all the Java concept, right? Revise it so that you can learn Selenium easily. Getting my point?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the same time, let me stop the recording now.